It's Monday, April 7th, and it's also the birthday of our producer, technical director, Tim Ham. So happy birthday to IndyCar Tim. And today, I'm just wondering about tonight's National Collegiate Basketball Championship game.
And now, a word from our title sponsor.
We aim to turn your nest egg into a paycheck with half the amount you've been led to believe. Fluent Financial combines in-house portfolio design and risk management with income-generating investments designed to accelerate your financial independence. Our goal is to develop an effective portfolio strategy to help you retire sooner and have a better lifestyle. Visit fluentfinancial.com.
What a viewing Saturday we had. Game 1 was a good game. Auburn raced out to an 8-point halftime lead, only to have Florida reel them in and pass them in the late going 79-73. Auburn scored 46 in the first half, but Florida allowed them only 27 in the second half. And looking back at the game, I thought maybe the critical factor was Johnny Broome, the Auburn All-American who did not play anywhere like what is supposedly the number 2 player in the upcoming NFL draft. He did miss some practice during the week because of an elbow injury, but the bottom line was Auburn wasn't good enough to beat Florida. That was a good basketball game. It paled in comparison to the second semifinal game, Duke against Houston. We told you on Friday that this was an epic battle for control of the pace, that Houston did not want to run. They did not want the score to build. That is not their game. Duke, on the other hand, loves to run, loves the score to build. And you know what? In the middle of the second half, Houston looked absolutely cooked. The pace was all Duke's. They were going to score in the 80s, much less 73. And then all of a sudden, something weird happened. Duke quit scoring. Oh, it's not all that weird, believe me. Houston had a great deal to do with that. Houston tightened the defense. But you know, one other thing happened at that point of the game. About the midpoint of the second half, with Duke having this double-digit lead, the Blue Devils started to slow the pace and eat up some more clock. And then when the shot clock got fairly deep in the 30-second period, Duke couldn't make shots. Astoundingly, Duke, the best offensive team in the nation, made one basket in the last 10.5 minutes. One field goal. And slowly, Houston reeled them in, though there was one critical moment. Houston, looking like their goose was cooked, got a 3-pointer. And then Duke was called for a technical foul because one of their players threw out his arm and arm-barred the head of a Houston player. Well, then Houston made one of the 2 technical free throws, but got the ball back, and then made another bucket. It was a 6-point trip down the floor, and it seemed to incredibly re-energize the Cougars. And then, led by L.J. Cryer, Houston hung in, though it still didn't look, into the last minute of the game, it still didn't look like Houston's comeback would make it. But then Houston scored 6 points in the last 35 seconds and won the game 70-67. That pace number we gave you, it was dead on. Duke did not reach our pace number of 73. When Duke reached 73 or more points in a game this year, they were 30-0. But against major college opposition, Duke, when it failed to reach 73, was now, with that 70-67 loss to Houston, now 3-4 on the season. And we have another epic tempo battle again tonight.
Are you struggling to cook healthy meals that actually taste good? Not sure what seasonings go together to make your food pop? Well, let's be honest. You need something quick and easy for your busy schedule, and OPA, O-P-A, OPA has you covered. Introducing OPA seasonings. Mary just loves them on meat, fish, chicken, veggies, salads. Just sprinkle, enjoy, and you will love OPA. You get it easily. You go to the website, opafoods.com, O-P-A foods.com. Use the promo NORM and you get 10% off your order. And here's the best part. A portion of every purchase goes to the Austin Streets Shelter for the Homeless, helping those in need while you enjoy great food. Delicious meals, a great cause, and savings. What's not to love? Try OPA today.
For more than 3 decades, Bob's Steak and Chop House has remained an icon of DFW restaurants. Why? Well, maybe it's because of Bob. He's fanatical about cleanliness and friendliness, and his food, oh my Lord, his food. If you've been there, you know about it. If you haven't been there, you should know about it. The original Bob welcomes you at either of his 2 locations, Bob's on Lemon Avenue or the sparkling new Bob's at Craig Ranch, McKinney.
Florida, just like Duke, wants to run. The Gators get out and they run and run and run, and when they stop running, they take a deep breath and they start running again. Florida this year has been held to 70 or less in a game only 2 times. 2 times in 39 games. In those 2 games, they're 1-1. The one loss was Tennessee beat them up badly when Tennessee scored 65 and Florida only 44. Well, if Florida loves to run with 37 of their 39 games at 71 points or more, Houston does not want them to run. Houston's now won 18 games in a row. And those 18 opponents who lost to Houston, only one of them scored more than 68 points. And that was Gonzaga. So the number we gave you for the Duke-Houston game the other day was 73. And Houston brought offensively fantastic Duke in at only 67. Tonight, the number to watch as you analyze this game watching it is 70. If Florida is held to 70 or less, that's Houston's game. Duke found out the hard way. Duke stopped scoring. Duke stopped making shots. Duke scored only 67. But the more this game gets to 71 points or higher, that's Florida's game. That's where Florida excels. Because Florida has fantastic athletes. Houston has fantastic athletes too. Florida's fantastic athletes are much more of an offensive end fantastic athletes. And Houston's fantastic athletes are more at the defensive end. Now, beating each team seems to be an easy task. If you're to beat Florida, you stop their All-American guard, Walter Clayton. And if you're to beat Houston, you stop their All-American guard, L.J. Cryer. Good luck in both situations. Those two players run their teams. And with Clayton, Florida wants to run. And with Cryer, Houston wants to hold the game score down. Houston's a 1.5-point underdog tonight. I lean just a bit to the Cougars in this game, but I'm going to be fascinated again watching another epic battle over pace. And the number to watch is 70. The more Florida gets past 70, the bigger trouble Houston's in. The more Florida gets held to 70 or under, the more chance Houston's going to win. Enjoy the game tonight. And happy birthday, Tim.
Today's episode brought to you by Fluent Financial, Retire Sooner, Better Lifestyle, by Bob's Steak and Chop House, and by Opa Seasonings. Savor the flavor in your food.
Thanks for listening to today's episode of Just Wondering with Norm Hitzges. If you enjoyed what you heard, please hit follow, and a fresh new episode will be delivered to you every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you know someone who might enjoy our work, please share it with them. I'm Norm Hitzges, and I'm always just wondering about something.
And I'm Mary Hitzges, and I'm just